Something else I think deserves a little bit more attention is understanding what you're doing when you're doing jobs like cleaning. Quite often people are told how to do something and they do what they're told, but if you don't understand why you're doing it, you may not get a very good result and you won't know how to fix it. For example, you buy this new kitchen spray, you spray it on and you wipe it off and your surface isn't clean. If you leave it on for a bit and give it a chance to work its way into the marks, into the dried on food, it'll wipe clean first wipe. Understanding that there are only a certain number of different chemicals that go into cleaning solutions, and what they do and how they work and how they mix. I mean, to know that properly, that's an industrial chemist. Those are the people that make these things. But having a basic understanding, it goes a really, really long way. Knowing that there are foams, sodium lauryl sulfate is a synthetic detergent, turns up in shampoo, in body wash, washing up liquid, all sorts of things. Can you use shampoo to wash your body? Of course you can. Can you use shampoo to wash your plates? Yeah, it probably isn't going to be quite as good at washing that because it's got other things in it to make it kind on your skin, and it might smell a little odd, so you'd want to rinse it. But in a pinch, you can use bubble bath or shampoo to wash the dishes. It wouldn't be the first time I put bubble bath, because it smells really nice, in with some hot water to act as a spray cleaner, especially in the bathroom. If you've got really nice bubble bath and it smells great, why not? It won't remove limescale. You'd need to add some vinegar for that, and in the south that won't work. But trying to think about why you're doing something and what you're achieving when you do it makes a really big difference to the end result. Quite often people say, well, how do I remove dust? A lot of my clients say, it's really the dust that gets me down. If you've got a problem with dust, it's no good constantly just dusting, because all you're doing is knocking the dust into the air. And when you go to bed at night, it'll settle back down again. It'll be really thick. If you really want to get rid of dust, you have to get it contained. You want to get it in somewhere, into a bin bag, into the Hoover, or shake it outside. So when you've got thick dust, the most useful thing you can do is put the upholstery brush on the Hoover and vacuum it up. And it's in the Hoover bag. And then when you go round to do the rest of it, do it with a damp duster, because then it will stick to the dust. The dust will stick to the cloth, and you can put the cloth in the washing machine and the dust will go down the drain. And if you then hoover your carpet, you'll get anything on the carpet out the way, and you'll find that your house will be a lot less dusty in total. You look at bathroom dust, it's really fluffy. Towels, that's where it's from your towels. I like crunchy towels for two reasons. Number one, they dry me better. They don't look as pretty, but you wrap a crunchy towel around your shoulders and it will certainly mop up the water really quickly. But the other thing it will do is not leave as much fluffy bathroom dust everywhere. You should never use fabric conditioner on towels because it hinders their ability to soak up water. But it doesn't hinder their ability to shed fluff all over the shop. So whenever you're doing a job, think about what you're actually doing. Think about what that spray is actually doing, what you're trying to achieve, and have a look at how the chemicals that are in that thing, what part they're achieving. I am not a great lover of scent boosters in the washing because it just adds a smell. They do nothing to remove a smell. The water and the soap that you're putting in there will get smells away. The scent boosters add smell after. Do I think we need our clothes to smell? You know what? I really don't. I actually quite like perfume. I really enjoy wearing different perfumes. I don't want to smell really strongly of a synthetic scent booster because it might clash with perfume. So I would rather my clothes didn't smell of anything at all. Thank you. Some of the germicides that they sell for adding, oh my God, I've got to put germicides in my sheets. Do you? Do you really have to put germicides in your sheets? If you're bothered about your sheets being infectious, I assure you they're not. Just wash them on a slightly higher temperature, wash them on 60. Realistically, they're fine. I sleep with Holly, as plenty of you might have noticed. And trust me on this one, my sheets may smell just a tad doggy when I put them in. And I do them on a 20 Eco Wash. And I use a little bit of washing soda. And sometimes I use a little spoonful of Ariel, but not much. And they come out and they're fine. They don't smell of anything. They don't have really any smell at all. They get hung on the line until they're dry and they just smell like clean, fresh sheets. If I wanted them to smell, I might add a fabric softener. And sometimes I do add a little bit of fabric softener. Sometimes if I'm washing woolens, I add it because I think it's useful. But, you know, when you're trying to be frugal as well, when you haven't got a lot of money, it's very easy to be seduced into buying things you don't need. Now, I'm a great believer in buying things that are high quality because I think they give better value for money. But there's a whole industry devoted to selling you shit for your house that you really don't need. If your house is clean, you don't need it to smell of synthetic flowers or laundry. You just don't want it to smell of anything unpleasant. And covering up unpleasant smells with a perfume is, quite frankly, a bit dodgy. Just keep your house clean. And you'll find that if your house is clean, it won't have a smell. It will just smell slightly like your house to other strangers, you know, and that will be a combination of the soap that you use and all the things that you use. It will be a mild, hardly noticeable, distinctive odour. So think very carefully when you're doing that, especially when you're younger, as to whether or not the extra money that you're spending is actually something that you need or something that the advertising industry has just conned you into wanting. Because just think, if you didn't spend all that money on, quite frankly, shit that doesn't bring you any joy or pleasure, you could spend it on something that would give you lots of joy and pleasure. And I think that's, you know, that will make you happy. Do you want your bathroom to smell of synthetic vanilla? Or would you like to have a big bouquet of fresh flowers every month? It's your choice, it's your life, but at least make that choice sensibly. Make it a knowing choice. Don't just get told by other people that you need stuff that you personally don't want.